What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel for the second video and hopefully a large array of videos that's going to be coming out. So I specifically mentioned in my last video that I wanted to go through and talk about the GOAT app today. For those of you who don't know me, obviously this is my second video. My name is Steven. Username is Life of Slam. Instagram's Life of Slam. Poshmark at Slam Sales, Macari at Slam Sales. So if you want to find me, you want to see the inventory that I've got, go to those, Poshmark, Macari, and check them out. But before we get started, go ahead and click down below and hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. And that way you can follow along with all the content that I'm going to be putting out. As I mentioned last time, I really want to talk about the GOAT app. And more specifically, I don't want to get long-winded today on this. I want to just talk about how to sell instantly from the outlet to the GOAT app. Much like a lot of people sell instantly from the outlet to StockX, you can also do the same thing on the GOAT app, yet there's not a lot of videos out there about it. There's videos out there about how to sell on GOAT, how to look up products. There is no video that I can find that specifically says step-by-step how to look up a shoe and how to figure out what is the offer on that shoe and to turn around and sell it. So that's what we're going to go through today, step by step, and hopefully that gives you guys some insights and that adds a platform to your reselling capabilities. StockX is extremely easy to look up stuff, and there's videos out there. If you guys want more resources on StockX and how to resell there instantly, I'll make another video in the future about that specifically, but for now, if you guys get on Instagram and you go check out my fellow resellers, at Renzi Now, who I follow and have gotten a lot of good information from, they have saved on their stories. It says sell live or sell instantly on StockX. Check that out, and that explains it extremely well on how to do it. And GOAT is very similar, yet a lot of differences, and that's what we want to talk about today. So let's imagine you're already at the outlet and you're looking up a pair of shoes. A pair of shoes I know my outlet has that's on the shelf at the factory store is the SF Air Force Ones, the women's. I've sold both of them, the Light Bone and the Dusty Peach. They were priced at $49.99. The prices went up. They did a special. So the prices are back up to $74.99 and $99.99 respectively for those two shoes. So I'm not buying them, and as soon as the price goes back down, I'll probably try to send some more. But I did sell these pairs specifically on GOAT, flipped them, had a really good success. Again, they were $44.99 or $49.99, I can't remember, but I had 10% off with military, so that always helps and is very beneficial. So we're going to go through today. I've got my cell phone for the app if I don't throw it at myself. So I'm going to walk you guys through how to do everything, what the GOAT app looks like, how to find everything step by step. So first and foremost, if you have the GOAT app downloaded, it looks just like that down there in the little corner with the GOAT. You are going to click on your app, pull it up, and if you're in the outlet, it's a lot easier to just look at the box and type in the product number, the little barcode, or not barcode, but the little ID number that's there. I believe they're 9, 10, 13 digits, something like that. But type that in, it usually pulls right up. And I'll tell you a big difference that I like about GOAT that StockX kind of drops the ball on is that a lot of shoes that have different colorways that you look up on StockX aren't there. And they are, in fact, on GOAT. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive in. Like I mentioned, the Air Force Ones are something that I've sold on GOAT, and they're a very good example for today's video. So I don't offhand know the product number for them. I could pull up my Excel sheet and look, but I know the name, so I went ahead and typed it in, looked them up. The Dusty Peach is the one that I want to use the example for today. So if you type in, if you guys can see that, SFAF1, and you scroll down, you'll see the Dusty Peach there. So what you're going to do is click on that, and it'll pull up, and it'll show that shoe. So the important part to do is you're going to see down there at the bottom it says Buy New. And if you scroll across that bar, you'll come over to the offer sign. And it tells you what the top offer is currently on this pair of shoes. So the top offer is $65. And what you do is you click into that, and it brings you up with all of the sizes. It has a list of every size that they will accept in that shoe or is made in that shoe. And what you're going to do is scroll down, and you're going to look on the side over here to where it says what the offer is on that size of shoe. So currently for a size 12 is $65, a size 11 is $25, a size 10 is $55, and you just go down, and what you want to do is look and say, like I said, that shoe was $49.99 when it was on sale. So what you do is you scroll down and you find the size that matches whatever boxes are on the shelf. I'm role playing right now. I'm imagining that I'm at the outlet, and in front of me is a women's size 6. So on the GOAT app, you can see that a women's size 6, the highest offer is $70. So what you want to do, and here's the trick of how to do it, you'll actually scroll this down, pull that screen down, and then you'll come back up, and it says sale right here. So you want to click on sale, and it's going to ask you what size you have, what size you want to sell. You're going to scroll over, you're going to find size 6, and you're going to click new because you're at the outlet, so they should be new. Then you're going to hit next, and it's going to ask you the condition of the box. If you're at the outlet and on the shelf, there's a 99% chance that the condition of the box is in good shape. So, and the only way to sell instantly on GOAT, just like StockX, the box has to be in good shape. Now, I know StockX will let go like a little bit of a dented box, and GOAT will probably do the same. Boxes get dented, they're cardboard. As long as they're not torn and trashed, a little bit of a dent isn't going to hurt, but don't let that be your segue into just, it's got a huge dent in it, they'll take it, because they may not. So be careful with that. So hit good condition. Move on. It's going to ask you about any defects. Are they yellowing? Are they damaged? Is there anything wrong with them that you need to describe to the customer? There shouldn't be any damage to them if they're at the outlet, so you should be able to hit no defects. And what it's going to do, it's going to instantly pull over to this screen right here, and it's going to say sell now at $70. Now, with that, it shows you your commission rate. It shows you what your payout would be after your commission rate and with your fees. So on this pair, it'd be $58.35. So for me, what I would do in the outlet is I would take $49.99, take 10% off that, so $4, add the sales tax, which at that specific location was $9.75, so 9.75 on sales tax. So then I'd add that back to it, and then I would go through and calculate how much money I would have after minus that $58 minus the purchasing price with sales tax, and that's my profit. I usually won't take a pair of shoes if I'm going to make $2 or $3 in profit. If I'm going to make $5 in profit, I usually just don't touch it because I've got time involved, and that's when I get kind of specific about time. So what I like to do is if it's $10 or more, $12 or more, heck, I found them for $30 and $40 in profit, and those are easy wins for me. So another cool part about GOAT, but also not a cool part, also a part that's very annoying, depending on what you want to do with the app, it'll actually tell you what's been sold. If you scroll down from that screen, it'll say on the date and the sale price on that date of when it sold. So currently, these shoes are sold for $85 on February the 3rd, 2019. And here's the annoying part about that, is that StockX tells you the date, the size, and the time of when those shoes sold. GOAT doesn't tell you that. GOAT will tell you the date, and they'll tell you the price, but you don't know what size it is. So you could have a size 12, and somebody's paying $85 for them, so you could put them up for sale without the sale now and potentially make more money, but GOAT doesn't give you that information. So you really don't have a clue as, to what sizes they're selling, and that gets really difficult when you get into shoes that, say, you buy for your inventory and stuff of that nature. Say I buy a bunch of size 6s of women's shoe, and GOAT says they're selling for $100, but GOAT doesn't tell me that those sizes were size 8. So I've got no way of knowing if the size I bought is the size in demand or not. So really, it hurts the business owner when you don't know the proper demand for the size of shoes that you're trying to supply. Again, guys, if you watch my last video, I'm kind of I may not have mentioned, but I'm big in economic supply and demand, so I'll drop hints like that all the time. There's a demand out there for these shoes, and we're the suppliers. So if you can't figure out the demand for the size shoe you're buying, there's no way to supply it. So that's something that I would really encourage GOAT. If anybody out there is watching this or ever sees this, that should really be something that changes in your platform, is that we get to see the sizes that are selling so that we can accommodate the proper supply levels for that demand. So beyond that, sorry for that quick rant, although valid, a quick rant. What you want to do is say you're standing there at the outlet and you want to sell those shoes. You'll hit sell now, if I can click it. And it's going to pop up and it's going to ask you to take pictures of the tag. It's going to ask you to lay them out on the floor, to take pictures of the shoes laid out. And then it's going to ask you to take a picture of the box condition. So this is kind of the other thing that's annoying about GOAT versus StockX. StockX doesn't ask me for any of that stuff. They just ask me to send the shoes in and they'll verify. GOAT just asked me to take pictures and everything else, which is kind of annoying when you want to just, sell your shoe and be done with it and go check out. So another thing, actually two more things that makes it really difficult and kind of pester to sell on GOAT instantly versus StockX is, so you go through the whole process, you find your shoe at the outlet, you look it up, you find the best offer, you accept that offer, you sell it, you make a profit, hopefully of $15 or more. And then you turn around and GOAT's going to tell you that they're trying to confirm the payment from the buyer. And that takes way too long. I have lost now 3 to 5 sales, somewhere in that number, just in the last couple of weeks, because GOAT takes that process. They try to get the buyer to confirm before it's purchased. And if the buyer doesn't confirm, or they don't confirm within a certain time period, then you lose the sale. GOAT will send you an email saying that the sale, because of buyer complications, the sale didn't go through. And then, on the other hand, even if you made the sale and the buyer confirms, GOAT will still say that they are trying to, figure out the logistics of the sale or something along those lines. And they'll say, please give us 24 hours to ensure that this transaction is going to be completed. Yada, 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 logistical junk, whatever they say in that. And the problem with that is that I'm standing in the outlet right then and there, and I want to walk out and sell and buy these shoes and have them sold. So I'm running the risk selling on GOAT that, the buyer has 24 hours, and on the 23rd hour, after I've already checked out and gone home, they could, say, hey, I don't want these shoes. And I think that's a load of crap. Compared to StockX, where the buyers already have their information put in the account, their funds are on hold, or their funds are readily available. And as soon as that shoe is said, hey, we'll take the best offer or whatever of $70 on StockX, that's instant. That's done. You don't have to worry about it anymore. So GOAT has a lot of, I would say, handicaps in that area of selling instantly, and it makes it very difficult. Although, on the plus side, there are some shoes that I've sold on GOAT instantly that were not being sold or had no offers or anything of that nature on StockX. So there are some pluses to it, but there are some very, very, very strong negatives to selling on GOAT as well. So those are just some of the things to be on the lookout. There's a few more things I kind of want to discuss with GOAT about their commission rates and stuff like that, but I think I may save that for another video. That way we can just keep this simple and knock out one subject at a time. So guys, if you are into the reselling game and you didn't know how to sell on GOAT, or you have tried to and couldn't figure it out, hopefully this video has helped you. Hopefully this has given you some type of guidance. And if that is the case, and if you're new to reselling and you had no idea what GOAT was in the first place, and you've been scrolling through YouTube trying to find videos of how to make money on goat, and this video has been helpful in any way, please do me a favor and click down below and hit the subscribe and like buttons, and stay tuned. I'm gonna keep trying to put out some videos. Go follow me on Instagram at Life of Slam, and hopefully, I keep trying to put up videos every day and putting out daily content. Some days I'm good at it, some days I'm not. So stay tuned, and we're gonna keep trying to put out good content for you guys. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I'll answer everybody. That's kind of my goal, is to make sure I am answering every comment and being as open with you guys and communicate as much as possible. There's money out there to be made, guys, so I'm just here to help you make it, and tell me what you think. All right, guys, and that's it. Until next time, y'all take care.